ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Stroud sets up the play action. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Noah Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over. At their own 36-yard line. Let's go now. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. inside the 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10. The second down throw now from Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Option right. Here's Stroud. 11 more on that one and another first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and real.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. The Texans sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. He's got some room to operate. And this will be a touchdown. Robert Woods, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He's got his man, that's Woods on the out route. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Another targeting catch for Robert Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the gut, Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Leonard Fournette, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield looks to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Mayfield on play action. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Henry To'oTo'o in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready? Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, ready.
Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Stroud now on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Got it, ready? Hustle.
A shotgun give to Fournette. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 57 yards. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incomplete, they intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
To the 1st half, and the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Down to the 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open down.
And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
60
Mechie, the man in motion.
19 tight.
First and 10, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as he'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it up.
Ready. Ready.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Repeated the last play. Go to Mechie here. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The kick by Fairbairn is is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time. So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And for as poorly as this offense has looked at times, it's the fourth quarter and they're still in this game. That's a good, confident throw right there. And now, who knows? If you can put a drive together here, you can make something of this game after all.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And again, it's Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Run. Stop.
First down, Mayfield. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Here's Baker. And a catch right side by Evans. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Here's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there. Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.